we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight we are here with the NMNTSB Graphics Cup Series, the Quaker State 400, presented by Advanced Auto Parts at Kentucky. 137 laps they're going to be putting in the books here tonight. 30, 30, 77. There's stages here as well. As we take a look at the track temp here, coming in to a night race, 84 degrees of Fahrenheit. 38% humidity, air temp also 84 degrees. We're going to be pulling, like I said, folks, 137 laps here, 205.5 miles. Fuel window going to be around 50 to 60 laps. Pit road speed is, I don't believe, correct on that. I do not believe it's 60 miles per hour. I believe it's around 55. It might be 60, but I doubt it. But they're going to have to nevertheless get it woed down to pit road speed and not do that, what the 25 of Dakota Reader just did coming out of turn number 4 onto the front stretch tri-oval here, cutting it across the grass. But, boy, it's going to be fun. 20 drivers here tonight, actually 19, because Robbie Buckner's not racing, and I don't even see Robbie in the lobby here. So it looks like we're going to have 21. Clayton Kurtz just connected, so should be a good race here. One of the newcomers here just got into the league tonight. That number 91 machine right there of Travis Zudema. I said your last name correctly, Travis. Hopefully you're proud of me. Give me some brownie points for that one. But he is a newcomer here tonight. He's going to try his best to upset the field here tonight. So we're going to actually see what the 91 machine has in store for the veterans of the league here tonight. So keep an eye on the 91. Another driver to keep an eye out on, from what I've been told, is that man right there in the number 41, Wesley Holland, also one of the newcomers here for the NMNTSB Graphics Cup Series. Now, Wesley is actually on point here in practice with a 38.861, 26 1/1000ths of a second here right off of PJ Pacer Popham in the number 1 machine, sitting at the end of pit road. So we're looking to have a pretty good race here tonight. Joshua Medlock on the mic here. Robbie Buckner going to be joining me here momentarily. We got Tim in chat here as well. Let's see here. My brother's in chat. Glad to have my brother there. We got Casper joining the festivities here as well. So we've got some new guys in chat. What's up, Tim? What's up, Bub? Let's see here. Yeah, Casper, that's about all I'm seeing here right now. Get this link out there, guys. Share it to all your friends, family, all the other people you may know, friends of friends, family of family, whatever the case may be. Get it out there and let them know that we've got some racing going on here on MaxSpeedTV. And we're going to get to the sponsor side of things here real quick before we go to the point, starting with the official grid sponsor of MaxSpeedTV, Walt's Beard Co. Got a beard, need some beard products? Well, Walt's a Beard Co. place to get all your beard needs. Walt'sBeardCo.com. Sim Speed Shop for all your iRacing needs, button boxes, handbrakes. They've got it all. They've customized pretty much everything that there is to customize. Man, they work hard at what they do. Well, check them out. Check the products out at simspeedshop.com. Colby's Eye Paint in the market for a new paint for your car. Well, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint for your real life car? Colby's Eye Paint has you covered. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paint. The Hershey Design Company. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphic shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag out there, well, hit up Orion on Facebook at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching for Hershey. That's Hershey Design Company. The Ohio IndyCar League, one of the leagues that I broadcast here on MaxSpeedTV, also a sponsor to MaxSpeedTV. Well, they are recruiting outside of the Ohio region. For anybody out there willing to want to drive the IR18 once a month, that is all they race, is once a month, a non-race season. They are looking for some drivers. It is their Money on the Line series. You do pay a fee for a race, but you can also win that money back plus some on each race. So, well, check them out, www.facebook.com/Ohio IndyCar League, because they are looking for some drivers to get out there and race it up. They're wanting a big field for their next race. And iBog, the iRacing broadcast overlay graphics, your sim race broadcast graphics source. Jason Allison, a big shout out to him for dealing with us here at MaxSpeedTV with the overlays to get them to work and teaching us a few things here and there when it comes to ATV. Yo, Jason. Great work you do here at MaxSpeedTV, the official overlay graphics maker for MaxSpeedTV. All right, Chatty Matty in chat. Jay Covington 84 in chat. Nice, Tim. Got a win in Vegas. So I guess what happened there didn't stay in Vegas, huh? Yeah. You know, as they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, I'm sure if you win money, it definitely is not going to stay in Vegas. Brandon Hardy in chat. I just now seen you, Brandon. Glad to have you in chat. That's actually my middle name, to be honest with you. All right. Well, we're going to get to the point standings here, folks, coming in to tonight. I'm going to actually go on the number 6 here machine real quick of Dustin Kleba. I hope I pronounced his last name correctly. Well, here's the point standings coming in to tonight, folks. Zach Lundgren has that top spot with 1,799 points, 1 point shy of 1,800. Spence Thompson is in a second, only 55 points back behind Zach with 1,744. Jared Washon, Jared, the winner last week at Daytona, he is in third, 1,740 points. He is 4 points back from Spence Thompson. James McKee in that fourth position, 1,606 points, 134 back behind Jared. Anthony C. in fifth, 1,479, 127 back behind James. Craig Lerman, he is up a spot from last week. Excuse me, folks. He is now in sixth, 1,377 points, 102 back behind Anthony C. Bradley Wilson trading spots with Craig Lerman there. Bradley Wilson down a spot, currently seventh, 1,360 points, 17 only back behind Craig. So there's going to be a battle between them two for a sixth. Gordon Larson Jr. in eighth, 1,286 points, 74 back behind Bradley. Trevor Harmon in ninth, 1,262 points, 24 back behind Gordon. That is close there between them two. And David Heiser will round out the top 10 in points, 1,249. He is only 13 back behind Trevor. So you're going to have to watch them two battle it out as well. Of course, everybody going to be out here battling it side by side, nose to tail here tonight. 21 drivers here has entered the race here at Kentucky. Benefits, benefit races and stuff like that. Benefit, if it's for a benefit, it's legal. You know, you can, if you know, because we've had people out here running paint schemes for the muscular sclerosis, stuff like that. That's just something that we do here on MaxSpeedTV. We allow advertising for non-profit organizations such as St. Jude's. Charities, stuff like that. I mean, you're allowed to do that, but you just can't broadcast another channel. That's just another thing we don't allow. Gotta learn something new every day. Oh, we do appreciate all the fans out there that's tuning in here tonight. Hopefully we get a couple of more drivers in here. Not sure if we will, but let's hope we do. It looks like Dustin Kleba. I need to really figure out how to pronounce his last name. So I think what I'm going to do here real quick is bring him up here. Dustin, do you have a copy?
I got you.
Dustin, I want to know how to pronounce your last name. Am I saying that correctly? Kleba?
Boom. Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. Well, you're new to me, man, so I guess you're new to the league, are you?
Yeah, tonight's my first night.
Tonight is your first night. Well, hey, you're almost in the top 10 here in practice, but currently running in 11th, and my favorite number, the number 6. So, talk about Kentucky here for a moment, bud, now that I got you up here, and what's going through your mind here tonight?
Oh, man, a lot of stuff. Obviously, with it being my first night in the league, I kind of want to just earn some respect with the other drivers, race clean, have a good night. But Kentucky's pretty tough. Just trying to figure out that right line that's fast and smooth and avoiding all the bumps. It's pretty crazy, but should be fun.
All right, well, Dustin, man, good luck to you down there, man. 21 drivers here so far, and we may have a few more show up here, you know, pretty soon. But nevertheless, still going to be a good-sized field here for Kentucky. But, Dustin, good luck, man.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why I like the number. Chatty Matty, yeah, you know, anything that has to do with stuff like that is welcome in chat. We don't really say anything about it. Just don't promote any other YouTube channels and personal channels, stuff like that. That's just something that we do frown upon a little bit. But charities, you know, whatever the case may be, yeah, I mean, just let people know in chat that, you know, that to go to their website when it comes to that and donate directly to them. And yeah, that's pitch perfect on that one. But oh, we got about 25 minutes left here in practice. Well, 25 and a half minutes left to practice. They've been out here. We're going to go down through the top 5 here real quick. Now, PJ Popham, pacer in that number 1 machine, grabbing the top spot in practice. 11 1/1000ths of a second off of Wesley Holland. Wesley back to second in the 41 machine. Zach Lindgren in third. Spence Thompson in fourth, and Kelsey Rogers will round out the top 5. Kelsey coming off the track here from pit road. And we're going to pause this here right. Well, we didn't pause it, but you guys will be able to see it. The blue cone there at the end of pit road. You have to pass that blue cone below that yellow line before you can come back onto the track. If you don't, you will get black flagged, and you will have to either come down pit road. I know iRacing has implemented the 30-second hold. Not sure exactly if I believe Bradley Wilson, Robbie Buckner, all these guys, they just let iRacing handle that. So if you do not pass that blue cone and you come up on the track, you get that black flag, you will be at a 30-second hold. Have to come down pit road within 3 laps, or it will disqualify you immediately, kick you out of the race, and you're done. So that's just something that they have to be well aware of here. Cherry looking paint scheme. You talking about well, where's he at? What are you talking about? I don't know exactly who you're talking about, cherry looking. You talking about Dustin? David Heisler, the 711. Terry Mason, the 75. Looks like most everybody is on pit road except for, oh, well, here comes Kelsey. Bradley out there turning some laps in the 83 machine. Yeah, I did, but I'm just not sure exactly who you're talking about. All right, everybody on pit road. Drivers meeting in progress. Oh, all of the paint schemes. Okay. Why are you saying they're cherry looking? I don't get the comment there. Is it because of all the reds and the whites and the colors of the cars? I'm sorry, I don't get it. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about the only thing I knew that you was talking about because, yeah, we've got all the reds and whites out here. There's a lot of them. Well, the 75 of Terry Mason has some red on his car. Let's see. There's Mark Richter in the Ice 97 machine. Curtis Lowers in the 2. Yeah, Curtis Lowers in the 2. Dakota Reeder has some red. Yeah, a lot of red colors out here. It's all right though. Alrighty, folks. Well, as usual, they'll have the regular 20 minutes of practice or of qualifying. Well, that's the time it'll say. And but they only have 10 minutes to put in the 2 laps for qualifying. And then after that, it'll be on me and Robbie to do the interview the pole sitter, and then anybody else we determine needs to be interviewed. We'll go from there. Of course, we interviewed the number 6 of Dustin here earlier. Nice to have him aboard. I do know a couple more that I would like to get in the booth, give them a quick interview, but we'll actually wait and see what happens during the race. They had an awesome Daytona race. Their race last night was awesome. Full trucks in their SEMA spec Monday Night Thunder Championship Series last night. It was here on MaxSpeedTV. If y'all missed that, please go check it out. They were here at Kentucky, and it was one heck of a race. Of course, there were some guys that wasn't very good on them, but overall it was a good race indeed. They're here at Kentucky tonight. They brung out the cars, the Gen 6 cars here at Kentucky. So I guess they carried their trucks and cars together this time, because they're racing here back to back this week for the NMNTS. Well, I can't fire them up yet. They're all on pit road. They're on a driver's meeting. Little too early to fire them up right now. Wes wants to talk. All right. Well, we'll try to get Wes up here later on if we can. Wesley Holland in the number 41 Amsoil. Julian, I'm just going to say Julian. Nice to have you in chat. Yeah, I know what you meant. Nice to have you in chat here tonight. Well, if anybody is new here to MaxSpeedTV, new to the broadcast, and new to MaxSpeedTV in general, really, please hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe button down below. Also, you can become a YouTube sponsor, to MaxSpeedTV by hitting that sponsor button down below for $4.99 a month. You will get some emojis, little icons next to your name to let everybody know you are an official YouTube sponsor to MaxSpeedTV. Of course, we do take sponsorships outside of YouTube as well. If you want to become an official sponsor to MaxSpeedTV, well, be sure to hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV and send us a message, and we can discuss the prices on that as well. Of course, I do not have a graphic in here for the BA graphics, but Shout out to the BA Graphics for coming on board here for the NMNTS Tuesday Night Cup Series. I do not have a graphic for them to pull them up here in the center like I do for the MaxSpeedTV sponsors, but they still deserve a shout out, and so they are going to get that as well. So shout out to you, BA Graphics. Doing just fine, Julian. Wanting some rain, but it decided to go around us today. All right, it looks like Trevor Harmon has connected. I believe Matt Skipper has connected as well. So 23 drivers roughly. Right now we've got 21. No, folks, we are still here. Just waiting on these drivers. Well, there's Trevor Harmon in the 27. He has entered the track here. We're waiting on Tyson Palmquist, Matt Skipper. Looks like Matthew McMeekin might have disconnected. I'm not sure. Danny Flynn. 4 drivers have disconnected or have not fully connected to the lobby. So So 20 drivers right now are in the lobby. 20 drivers. I think we need rain everywhere. It's summertime here where we are. I think it's summertime where everybody is, but it's hot and humid and sticky and ugh. Don't come on race day. Well, all right. Looks like Matt Skipper in the 23 just connected. So 21 drivers here so far. It looked like Matt was going to go take off on the track there for a moment. He did a little roly-poly there. Well, they are in practice, but they're in a driver's meeting. I know I keep repeating myself, but for all you newcomers out there in chat, that's kind of what they're doing right now is they're going over a few things, and then they will get directly into qualifying. That is next. Right, yeah. Probably summertime in the North Pole. Might be summertime in Antarctica, too. All right, still drivers meeting. 10 minutes left here. Yeah, now still 3 drivers have a not fully connected back. Danny Flynn, Matthew McMeekin. Still waiting on the number 12 of Tyson Palmquist. Oh, negative 63 degrees in Antarctica. Yeah, no thank you. Right now, though, I wouldn't mind it. As hot as it is here. Well, don't forget, folks, we've got more action here this week on MaxSpeedTV. Thursday night, we have the Ghost Runner Cup Series. They're going to be at New Hampshire, right here on MaxSpeedTV. We've also got the DSRL at USA Speedway. And the Virtual Racing League Season 2 will be taken to the track of Iowa Saturday night. So please stay tuned for that. Of course, on now, alongside here with myself, is the RFC Hershey to Sonic Xfinity Series. They're also at Kentucky. Alrighty, folks. Qualifying underway here. And wow, 15 minutes instead of the usual 20. That's a little different. All right. Dakota Reeder, David Heise, Zach Lindgren, Matthew McMeekin did connect back, so we're good there. Matt Skipper, Tyson Palmquist, right there he is. Had Trading Paints had to load his paint scheme in here. Pacer Popham, PJ, Wesley Highland out here on the track. Times will come in here momentarily. Oh, the 41 scraping the outside wall. Time will not count. He will have to start it all over again. Travis Zudema out here going to be putting in a lap. Or 2 or 3, however many he decides to put in. All right, Dakota Reeder grabbing the top spot here momentarily with a 39.32. Spence Thompson, though, with a 30.933. 1/1000th of a second. Well, he was 1/1000th of a second off. Dakota Reeder now pushed back to second. PJ Popham in the number 1, taking over top spot. All right, David Heise officially done. Zach Lindgren, Dakota Reeder, David Heise, Curtis Lauer's done. PJ still out there turning laps. He is finished, though. Wesley Holland has finished his. Bradley Wilson currently running in 6th in the 83. Coming around turn 4, scraping the outside wall. Time will not count for his second lap, I do believe it was. He will be finished. Anthony C. Colin Tuano. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If not, well, I just butchered it again. Well, we just call him Anthony C for short. Bradley Wilson is sitting at the end of pit road, so he may have one more lap. I'm not sure. We'll see what Bradley does. Jared Wishon out here. Jared looking to make it back-to-back as he did win Daytona last week, so he is looking to make it back-to-back here at Kentucky. Pretty much, Jay Covington. I mean, Driving Force GT is probably one of the best, cheapest wheels you can get. It's got the old force feedback. You know, it does come with the standard pedals. It comes with the shifter that's with it. Of course, it's a sequential shifter, so it's just up and down. It doesn't do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reverse thing. But yeah, it is one heck of a wheel. Dustin Kleba out here. Dustin going in a 2.7. Nice time by Dustin. Trevor Harmon, the 27 out here putting in a lap. Travis Zudema currently 21st. He will be finished. We're waiting on Trevor Harmon. Now, Danny Flynn has not put in a time as Trevor Harmon makes his way around for his first time. Dustin Kleba going into 5th. Trevor Harmon up to 17th here in qualifying. He makes his way back around Trevor, trying to capitalize on some time. It looks like Trevor will stay currently in that 17th position. Jared Washon, currently 18. And Danny Flint. Danny coming out onto the track here. We'll keep an eye on Danny here real quick, see where he puts in his. All right, well, I was just confirmed to go on with the interviews here. So we'll pull this man back up here in the booth with me, the number 1 of PJ Popham. PJ, got a copy. PJ, got a copy? Well, I'm not sure exactly where PJ's at. Alright, well, we'll pull PJ back down there here real quick. Let the number 19 finish up here. We'll try to get PJ back up here. Alright, PJ Popham, got a copy.
10-4.
Hey, PJ, well, grabbing the pole here again this week, man, Kentucky. We'll talk about the race out there. How's the car feeling out there here at Kentucky tonight?
It feels pretty good, man. A little bit under the weather today. So, let's see what we can do with this thing. 130 laps. 137 to the end, man. Hopefully we're there at the end.
Well, PJ, man, go ahead.
Just keep it in one piece, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, bud. Keeping it in one piece. Well, man, I hope you get to feeling better, bud. Hate being under the weather. Hate being sick. It sucks, to put it lightly. Okay, really does, man. Get to feeling better. Glad to still you're out here racing and gonna tear it up on the track here at Kentucky. But number one thing is, man, get to feeling better. That's the key part right here. But PJ, good luck out there, man.
Hey, thanks. A win will make me feel better, so we'll try.
All right. I think you can do it. You got a fast car.
Thanks.
All right, PJ Popham a little under the weather here tonight, but he'll get to feeling better, I'm sure. I run the Logitech G920. That's the racing pedal set I use. All right, let's see if we can get one more driver here. All right, well, I found him. Travis Zudema, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Travis, yeah, I talked to you earlier, bud, before I went live. Told you I didn't know when I was going to bring you up in the booth. Well, now is the time, bud. You're actually going to be on the mic. Well, Travis, man, newcomer here to the league here tonight. We know that because, well, I know that. Not everybody else knows that, but we know that. Now, how does the Gen 6 car out there feel to you here at Kentucky on a night race?
Honestly, this would be like my first race in the Cup car, so I don't have a whole lot to tell you other than it's going to be a handful for myself.
Going to be a handful for yourself. Well, Travis, man, there's a lot of good competition out there, a lot of guys to learn from. I mean, just from experience here on iRacing myself, and I'm sure you've got it too. So, you know, you can learn a lot out here with these guys. But, hey, go out there and have some fun. Tear it up with these guys. Keep the car clean and make some people cry tonight and come out with the win. That's what you need to do.
It's definitely a thought in my mind. But, you know, I'm just here to have some fun, learn how to drive this car, man, and just pretty much here for funsies, you know. Just have some fun, man. Have a good time, man.
All right, Travis. Well, good luck out there, bud. And, man, have fun. Just have fun.
I thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we'll do, let's do... one more here. Jerry Glenn, got a copy, bud? Jerry Glenn, got a copy. Well, I don't know if Jerry's got a copy or not. He can probably hear me.
Someone talking to me?
Yeah, it's me, Joshua in the MaxSpeedTV booth.
Sorry, I just got back down. Sorry about that, Joshua.
Hey, Jerry, man, it's all right, bud. Well, we got about 3 minutes left here before y'all grid, bud. But talk about the track out there tonight for you. How's the car feeling for you in the number 98, and what do you think you've got to do here to bring it home with a victory lane?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the car, and you got to be there at the end. I kind of like the track. I know it's going to get slick the longer we run, so taking care of your tires and making sure you got good equipment there for the end is going to be the key.
Well, stages tonight, 30, 30, 77, man. So y'all can make at least the first run on you know, just right at the grid. Y'all could probably do stage 2 without pitting, but do you think anybody's going to stay out after stage 1?
I don't know. I'm sure everybody's got their own different game plan. There's a lot of teams here. I'm kind of an individual by myself, so I'm going to call it and wait and call it by ear.
Well, you've got Matt up there in the click with you, so you might have to team up with Matt up there.
Yeah, we've talked to him a few times, so yeah, Matt's a good guy.
All right, Jerry. Well, good luck out there, bud, and give it all you got.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we'll do, I guess, one more here real quick. Wesley Holland, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wesley, man, got some people in chat there wanting me to interview you here real quick, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. But real quick, how's the car feeling for you?
Feels good, man. Like I said, last week I don't really run this car all that much, but I'm going to go ahead and get out here at Kentucky and give her my best.
8/1000ths of a second off of Dustin Kleba up there. You're currently 6th. He's 5th. I mean, you have a fast car up there. I mean, you're showing it. You showed it in qualifying. You showed it in practice. Do you think you have some time down there to win?
We'll see how it plays out here. Maybe have something for him at the end. I'm just here to, ride it out and have fun with these guys.
All right, Wesley, gridding time. Good luck, bud.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Uh-huh. All right, we're getting on the grid here already. Yeah. Robbie Buckner joining me in the booth here right at gridding time. So we're going to actually get down here on the grid here. Starting with the Waltz Beard Co. starting grid. This is PJ Pacer Popham grabbing the pole here with a 30.818. Congratulations to PJ for grabbing the pole. Zach Lindgren going to be starting on the outside of him. Dakota Reeder, well, nice time by Dakota. He's up here in third with a 33.932. Spence Thompson in that fourth position. Dustin Kleba in a fifth. Wesley Holland in sixth. Anthony C. in seventh. Bradley Wilson in eighth. Matthew McMeekin in ninth. And Danny Flynn will round out the top 10, Robbie.
All right, starting 11th tonight to be that 7-11 of David Heiza. Starting 12th to his outside to be Tyson Palmquist. Starting 13th in the number 75 backwards at production car is going to be Terry Mason. And to Terry's outside is going to be the number 8 of James McKee. Starting 15th to be the 36 of Kelsey Rogers. And to Kelsey's outside is going to be the number 98 of Jerry Glenn. Starting 17th to be the 90 of Clayton Kurtz, and to his outside the 27 of Trevor Harmon. Starting 19th to be 18 of Jared Wishan, and to his outside Matt Skipper.
All right, Craig Lerman will be starting 21st. Mark Richter 22nd. Travis Zudema 23rd. Curtis Lowers 24th. And that'll do it for the field.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, not bad. Everybody showed up. Well, not everybody showed up, but everybody did grid.
Yeah. Yeah, we had several drivers unfortunately not able to make it tonight due to power outages in their neighborhood. So feel bad for them. Hope they get their power here soon and everything gets going good for those guys. But everybody else is here and ready to rock.
Yes, they are. They're making their way into turn number 3 here. PJ going to lead them to start this race. Stages, like I said, folks, 30, 30, and 77. Let's hope it's 30, 30, and 77. We like to give Robbie a hard time up here in the MaxSpeedTV booth. So, twitchy finger. All right, pace car dives off here, folks. We're going to be going green flag racing. Everybody 2 by 2 here. PJ holding them back, holding them back.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing at Kentucky. And I don't know if it's just me or the lobby, but boy, I'm having some lag issues with iRacing.
Yeah, iRacing's a little laggy tonight.
It might be iRacing, I guess. Zach Lindgren wasting no time. He is going to put it in second. The 25, Dakota Reeder on the low side. We're already 3 wide. Well, we were almost 3 wide there.
Thought about it.
Thought about it. Oh, contact made. And we have a wreck already. What? Oh. Oh, the 43 involved in that. I just seen him go around. The 19 involved. Man, oh man, well, we'll have to go back and take a look here as soon as I find Danny Flynn. All right, well, this happened here right at the start on the MaxSpeedTV replay. I'm not sure it was the 19 I know was involved in that, so let me see if I can find Danny Flynn. There he is. I know Danny Flynn was involved. No contact made between the 14 and the 19. That sent the 19 up the track into the 12 of Tyson Palmquist. And Tyson goes around.
Okay. 1 second here.
Oh, and he gets clipped by the number 57? 27 of Trevor Harmon? Oh, 57. Let me see. Or is that the 97 of Mark Richter? Oh, Mark having nowhere to go. Tries to dodge it and plows the number 12. And then Trevor Harmon, I'd seen Trevor come around. Or was it Trevor Harmon? No, it was Craig Lerman. Craig Lerman took a hard hit into that inside wall. See, Craig Lerman and the 19. I think Craig was just trying to dodge it.
Yeah, Craig was just trying to miss it there and unfortunately got wrapped up in it.
Oh, he got hit by the 19. That sent the 43 hard into that wall. Man. Well, back up live. Nobody pitting but a few drivers. Wesley Holland, Clayton Kurtz, Trevor Harmon, Matthew McMeekin. These drivers are pitting here. Of course, only 4 laps into the race, and we have one driver already out. That'd be Danny Flynn, and the lights are off on the pace car here, so we're going to be going back green flag. Not what you want to see here at the beginning of a race. Caution already flying. Oh, Travis Zudema, though, all the way up into 15th here. Wesley Holland in 16th, right behind him. Both of these gentlemen are teammates. That would be the 91 of Travis Zudema and the 41 of Wesley Holland. They're actually side by side, it looks like. As we go back up front here, though, probably going to get them going.
Looks like PJ Popham is going to be the man with the plan. PJ's going to get on it, gets a good start here. PJ's able to pull away, and we're back underway here in Kentucky.
Well, Robbie, not what you want to see here early on. Already a caution.
You'll have that from time to time.
Oh, yeah, Dave. I mean, we know that. I mean, from experience on iRacing for all of us, I mean, it does happen. But that is not what you want to see. Oh, 7-11 of David Heiza. This is back here on Anthony. The 7-11 of David Heiza. It looked like to me from the view I was on, he was about to take the back end off. Oh, contact made again. That was
36 and 18.
Yeah, the 36.
Kelsey and the Wishon.
Yep. Little contact. They're doing some door banging here early on.
Yeah, they're a little aggressive right now, but I expect these guys to settle down. But one other thing they're dealing with is, we got a pretty high track temperature and temperature tonight. Track state's already at 100%, so
ooh,
it's a little slick, but as the tires wear in, these guys will be able to get it better.
Well, we'll see some of these guys, I'm sure, try to go single file. Little battle going on between the 18s of Jared John and James McKee. Looks like James McKee is going to look to the inside of the 18. He's going to take that position back. Jared fighting strong on the outside. Whoa, what a run Jared got. And number 8, though, hard still onto that inside. David Heiza onto the inside. Is the 8 going to split the gap and go in the middle and take it 3 wide?
He's thinking about it.
Oh, man. go to a bigger view here. Kind of give a bigger perspective of a few things. 36 of Kelsey Rogers joining that group right there. David Heisa, Jared Vachon, James McKee.
Right front fender crinkled over the tire. I can see the outside of the tire. Sorry.
A little bit of communication going on there.
Oh, crap.
We got it here on MaxSpeedTV. Hey, that's all good, man. That's some information, bud. I mean, everybody on the watching, the viewers would like to hear that.
It's one of those things these guys will ask me from time to time. They slide into the ball. We don't know how bad the damage is. To give you an example, the car that was asking me about is the 83 of Bradley Wilson. He was asking me about his. He got up into the wall, and if you look at the right-hand side of his car, I was letting him know that the right front is
Okay, yeah, having some iRacing server issues. I'm lagging horribly over here on iRacing. Certain cameras that don't like.
I've learned that.
Yeah. Oh, we're still back here on Jerry. We're going to go up here, though. A battle for second between the 89 of Spence Thompson and the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Both of these guys, well, they're both in the WFO TeamSpeak channel. I don't know if both of them are WFO, are they? Is both Spence and Zach both WFO?
Yeah, they're both
okay.
WFO.
The teammates racing each other pretty much.
Teammates, but they're not going to give each other an inch. they're not. It's funny. Spence is the old wily veteran of the group. Zach's the young go-getter in the group, and Zach is having a banner year this year in the trucks and the Cup cars, and Spence is not having a year up to his normal caliber. So, you know, for Zach, it's a big thing to beat Spence, and for Spence, like right now, he just wants to prove to everybody he's still the big dog on WFO. So it's fun to listen to those two.
Oh, I bet it is. Right now, they're still side by side, and they have been side by side for about 3 laps here. Zach not giving an inch to Spence, Spence not giving an inch to Zach. They are giving each other plenty of room, but they're racing each other relatively hard here early on in the race. Spence going to take that position back, go back into second. Zach ain't going to give up.
No, I can go tell you Zach.
We'll go back here into the field away. So number 90 of Clayton Kurtz. Currently running in 13th. He doesn't really have any company per se around him. He does have David Heisen ahead of him and Jerry Glenn. This group of cars right here behind him. Starting with the number 98 of Jerry Glenn, Curtis Lowers, Terry Mason. We mentioned him earlier during the grid. And Mark Richter in the number 97. Mark taking the outside line up high here, coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch here at Kentucky.
Yeah, it's good to see Richter back out there again.
Yeah, it is.
We talked about it before. You know, he had a concussion earlier this year from a sports accident at school. Richter's still in high school, and he had a sports injury. He actually got a concussion, and I mean, he was out of commission for probably about 3-4 months.
Nice to see him back out here racing. Coming about 12 to go here on the stage number 1. 12 to go, Robbie. Not 2, 12.
Yes, 12. Nation 01 is in WFO. Must be 2 different ones. I've never heard of those guys. Nation WFO is a race team within NMNTS. It's Bradley Wilson's team within NMNTS. Probably stands for something totally different than what your WFO stands for.
Probably.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, let's not go there.
We'll leave it at WFO.
Yeah, let's just leave it at WFO. I know what it stands for, and we're not gonna say it. We're gonna kind of keep it PG here. We may get banned. Let's not get banned here tonight, folks, on YouTube. I don't want to get fired by Rudy on MaxSpeedTV. So let's just keep it at that. Wesley Holland having a good race here in the number 41, up to 7th. Dakota Reeder in 8th. Now Bradley Wilson, speaking of Bradley in that 83, he's currently on the outside of the top 5, currently 6th.
Not doing too bad for damage on the car.
No, it is not. And sometimes they say, you know, this is a little conversation, Robbie, we can have here. Sometimes damage on the car improves the driving.
Well, what it can do at a track like here, it's going to hurt you down the straightaways. It's going to hurt your overall speed, but it may actually help him in the corners where the cars have been extremely loose. That little bit of damage will actually tighten that car up. And it actually may help it turn a little bit better for him to where it's not so sketchy going into the corner where he's able to actually drive it a little bit deeper, which will help him out. But it's definitely hurting the car, but it may not be hurting it in the way that it's hurting the car, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, and you know, we talk about that. You know, he may lose overall speed, and of course he may not either. We don't know how bad the damage is really. We're not down there racing, but you know, it may help the steering going into the corners, but you also got to worry about, is it affecting the tire wear too? Is it making it worse, or is it making it about the same, you know?
Yeah, well, it could make it worse if he's actually driving it harder than he was before. He'll actually be a little bit harder on the tires. If it's a little bit tighter, it's going to wear out that right front a little bit faster.
Now, speaking of Wesley, go ahead.
I'm saying where that's going to hurt him is in that final stage.
Yeah, it is. Wesley Holland will get around Bradley. Wesley taking over 6. Bradley fighting on the outside next to the wall. He's going to take it behind the 41 there for a moment, and he's going to shoot it back up the track. Dakota Reeder now going to be side by side with Bradley. Dakota getting a little bit loose there as they make their way from the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. They're coming down to 4 here in about 2 seconds.
Whoa!
Oh, Bradley
got loose off the exit there.
Yes, he did.
That's the situation of that car is tight all of a sudden. That thing snapped loose due to the amount of wheel that he had in that, I'm willing to bet you.
And you know,
he had a lot of wheel to turn that thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, these Gen 6 cars, they have so much power behind them. 850 horsepower, I do believe. Somewhere it's up there. It's almost 1,000. It's shy of it, of course, but they have so much horsepower behind these machines. Even on here on iRacing, they're so much similar to the real life cars that just the slightest throttle, too much brake, this and that, man, will really upset the car, spin it. Oh, you know, it can spin it. And Bradley getting loose like that, you know, and that might have been what you said, too much wheel into it, that them tires not grabbing the track and then it just braking.
Yeah, as soon as that suspension unloads on the exit of the corner, if you get a lot of wheel into it, it'll free the car up. I mean, it'll just snap loose on you, which is probably what he experienced. If you watch him in the corners, he's actually entering a little bit higher than everybody else, running a bit of a higher line, which kind of tells you that he's fighting a tight condition in that race car.
We'll actually ride along here with Bradley. I mean, give him a little bit of air time here. I mean, he races every Tuesday night when he can. He's here most time. This is his league. So we're going to ride along here with Bradley Wilson in the number 83 for a lap here. And I say that because we only got 2 laps left here before the end of the stage 1.
Yep, we're down to the last two laps of this stage.
Top speed on the back stretch, roughly 174 miles an hour, roughly. As he comes on the front stretch here, crosses the line. Oh, he's picking up. He got up to 191 going into turn 1. As we go back live here and go up front to PJ Popham in that number 1. PJ gonna cross the line here to lap 30.
All right, man, caution it out, caution it out.
PJ, stage 1 winner here for the NMNTS BA Graphics Cup Series here at Kentucky. Congratulations, PJ. And I know I have it down there set at stage 1, stage 2. That's because I don't feel like copping it again. So. A lazy broadcaster. No, I'm just playing.
I'm the same way. I'm so bad.
It's hard work being back here, you know, having to enter all the points and doing all that. Oh man, it can be a headache at times. That's for sure. If it doesn't export right or exports wrong, yeah.
It'll get to you, but I tell you, it's good to see PJ go out there and get that win in stage 1. PJ's had a rough couple of weeks, you know what I mean, and it's good to see him go out there and get that win. PJ's Achilles heel has been, I mean, they both talked about this, has been the final stage and then green flag pit stop. And what hurts PJ is the same thing that hurts me. PJ likes to run a lot of rear brake. And when you go to get on pit road and you jab the brakes, as soon as you jab it, it wants to spin out on you.
Well, we know they can make it probably to stage 2, but they're not going to because of, I guess, the tires. I would say tires would be a key. They're all going to come in for that.
Oh, yeah.
And while you come in, go ahead and fill up the tank while you're at it. Heck, it only takes 14 to 17 seconds. Do you think we're going to see anybody take 2? Or do you think they'll take 4?
If you're going to do it, now's the time to do it, but I doubt anybody's going to risk it that's up front. Maybe somebody at the back, but tire wear is huge here.
All right, well, they're all in their pit stalls here. We're going to stay on PJ Popham because he did win stage 1, the 89 off, the 1 off, the 51 off. The 1 will take it, but who got second? I believe it might have been Anthony.
It was Spence.
Yeah, well, I've got Anthony C here. Well, no, it was Spence. Spence is in second as they come back on to the backstretch here. So Spence actually got second, barely. Well, all right. Well, I know PJ is sick here. I really don't want to disturb him. PJ, bud, congratulations. Stage 1 win here. I know you're under the weather, man, but we wanted to bring you back up here, man. Congratulate you on the stage 2. And game plan pretty much the same for for stage 2?
Thank you for the congrats there. Car feels pretty good right now. We're sweating it out, man.
Sweating it out. Well, man, get to feeling better, man. Hey, stage 2 coming up here for Kentucky here. A lot of fast drivers still out there, you being one of them. You've led 32 laps here. Well, all the laps here so far, PJ, man. Congratulations, man. Stage 1 win. Got you some stage points. Go get them in stage 2 here, bud. It looks like you're going to be the guy to beat here tonight.
Hey, thanks, Josh.
You're welcome, PJ.
Tell you what, Josh, to give the fans an idea of how important tires are here.
Okay.
PJ Popham qualified at a 30.8.
Okay.
Coming to the finish of stage 1, he was at a 32.6.
Woo! 2.5 second fall off. Wow.
Yeah. You can do a quick damage report. I'll be right back.
right. Oh, Robbie gonna go back doing his adminning stuff. PJ Popham will grab stage 1 win here, and we're gonna see. Oh, Spence Thompson got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Spence, man, gonna be starting on the outside of that number 1 machine here, coming up in a lap. Man, what you got for that number 1? You got some fast cars, PJ being one of them. You're pretty fast yourself. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we're fast though, man, but we're kind of struggling early on here today, man. We're definitely, it's really pushing going into turn 1. Everywhere else I kind of got an idea what I need to do, but right now we're kind of struggling getting into turn 1 though. That's our main point right now.
All right, well, it seems like there's a couple of people out there having some issues, man, but hey, it's still a long race to go, bud. Keep your head up, hold it high, because, hey, this race ain't over yet, man. Spence, good luck.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. And Robbie left me.
No, I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back. I had like 10 people yelling at me in game chat. When I could hear you guys talking, I was getting confused. I had to straighten myself out there.
That's all good. All good. Well, we'll be coming to the green flag, lap 35 here. You know, I wish you didn't have to add in pacing laps to stage racing, but, well, you kind of have to here. Pace car is off. Well, it's on PJ here for the green flag. He's on the loud pedal before the green flag is at the high line. Did not go. Good start by PJ Popham. Anthony C. taking that second spot away from Spence Thompson. Spence not getting going there. Oh, the 6, the 89, contact, real close. No, he did not. I don't think he expected PJ to jump it like he did.
No, I don't think so.
Now, he didn't jump the start, though. The car was off the track. It was off the racing surface. PJ has control of the field. He can go whenever he wants to after the pace car is off the racing surface. So, and I don't think Spence was aware of that. Oh, the 41. Wesley Holland. Looked like he was going to split the middle there between him and the 25, and I believe that's James McKee in the 8. Yes, it is. Boy, man, some of these newcomers out here are really showing that they can race it up with these boys.
Yeah, these guys definitely want to try and prove that they belong.
James McKee onto the inside of Dakota Reeder. That is 4-6. Only driver.
They're flirting with that wall on the exit.
Oh, they sure are. You can't put a piece of paper between the car and the wall of how close they are. I mean, you might be able to fit one piece of paper, but I don't think you could fit 2.
Maybe a piece of construction paper, but that's about it.
That's about it.
About it. Maybe a piece of construction paper.
Folded it up 9 times and cut in half, right?
Put that piece in there normal. And
oh!
David in the wall.
Oh, David Heiser and the 25 of Dakota Reeder. Dakota into the wall.
Yeah, I think that's one of those situations where David's following the corner and it just sucked him right into the wall with him.
Yeah, follow the leader. Well, in this case, follow the guy in front of you, and well, that. I think it hurt the 25 of Dakota Reeder more than it hurt the 7-11 of David Heiser, because David Heiser, he's still ahead of Dakota.
Yeah, I think Dakota hit it a little bit harder, but if you watch Dakota's car seems to be really, really tight. Not sure why his is so much tighter than everybody else's the way the driving style.
Yeah.
But, he's really struggling on the exit of the corners.
As we are on on the number 25 here of Dakota Reader. We'll go cockpit view with him for a lap here real quick. Kind of watch him and see how he handles the track here. Another shout out to, like I said, my brother out there watching. My mom, if she's watching. Yeah, my mom and my brother watching the races.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, my brother, he's been joining the chat here and getting it shared out there every time I broadcast. And, you know, it helps not only, you know, myself for the views and the leagues that I'm doing, but, you know, it helps MaxSpeedTV. So you're actually helping everybody. So, you know, big shout out to
21 people watching now.
Yeah, big shout out to, well, shout out to everybody out there that's watching, man. That's great. Get it out there. Get it shared. Get it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't care.
Give it a big old thumbs up. And if you're not following MaxSpeedTV, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell down there in the corner, and it'll let you know anytime they go live.
Yeah, that's the notification bell, actually. It actually turns on emails, stuff like that. That's what it does. We have something going pretty much every night of the week, folks, here on MaxSpeedTV. All right. Matt Skipper, the number 18. If I can get back there to it. Oh, Matt Skipper's in the 23. My bad. Who's in the 18? Jared Bashan.
Jared Bashan.
Jared Bashan. Now Matt Skipper back here running in the 18th position. He's got Bradley Wilson behind him. Yep, and the 14 of Matthew McMeekin. Probably my favorite paint scheme out there still is that number 14. As a veteran of the U.S. Navy, I just love the paint scheme.
Hey, we all gotta have our favorite, and I tell you, I'm still a big fan of the 83's paint scheme right now. He's running that paint scheme again this week for special cause. You know, it's an awesome paint scheme, and it's awesome to try and bring awareness to a cause needing some attention. You know, the MS Association and multiple sclerosis is something that hits near and dear to Bradley and his family and friends, and definitely hits near and dear to us here at the NMNTS.
Yeah, we are on Bradley Wilson in that number 83 machine here, getting a good look at that. Prayers for Haley on the back of that machine as well. Will Hancock on there. He's got some sponsors as well, Oil Can. But the most important one is that top one right there here, the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, as he goes side by side with the 23 here. We'll get back here on the regular view here.
It's a good cause. One thing I love about the NMNTS, you know, I'm kind of biased because I'm a little more involved in the NMNTS than most other people, but I really feel like this league as a whole, you know, when there's a special cause for something, we all rally behind it to make sure that we get something done.
Yes, yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what you got to do. You know, you work as a team. You may take your frustrations out, you know, on the track. You may go out there and race it up side by side, but in the end, you know, everybody still, you know, treats everybody hopefully with respect. You know, everybody gives everybody condolences when needed. Of course, here at MaxSpeedTV, we do the same thing. And you know, when Bradley told me he was running that paint scheme last week, you know, I did what I had to do, and you know, just let Haley know that I am aware of the situation and why he is running that. And Haley, hopefully you get better out there, and hopefully you're watching. If you're watching here tonight, yeah, multiple sclerosis. I'll get it out in a minute. Yeah, it's one of those that I don't wish that on anybody. That cancer, polio, which you know, now they have the shot for. They've had it out for, well, as far as I can remember. There's just, you know, so many diseases, bad things out there that, man, it's rough. But
yeah, and I, you know, on my truck that I was running in the truck series here, the 90 that Terry Mason drives, I have the National Down Syndrome Foundation on my truck because Down syndrome is a very important cause for me. I have several family friends and just friends in general who have kids that are suffering from Down syndrome.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, Down syndrome. I mean, I've got family members that have kinfolk, you know, their distant relatives that they have that. You know, that's just one of those other ones too that it's rough. As we were sitting here talking about those societies out there, some of the nonprofit organizations, we've got a battle here though between Anthony C. and the 41 of Wesley Holland for third. Wesley, though, trying to hold off the inside there, going to take that position away from Anthony C.
Yeah, Wesley's only his second week with us. He's doing a good job running up front, consistent.
Oh!
We have a caution.
Was that Robbie?
Nope, that was not Robbie.
Well, was it a phantom caution?
Looks like the 36 and the 27.
36 of Kelsey Rogers. All right, well, we'll go back here on...
Oh, Trevor lost it.
Trevor lost it. Trevor Harmon, okay, all righty.
FYI, guys, this is not the end of the stage. I didn't mute myself again, I'm sorry.
It's all right, not a problem here. Well, we'll, for some reason, it did not. There we go. We'll go back here and take a look at this a minute. And then my dogs are barking again. I do not like that. And we're on the 27 here. Oh, somebody else got squirrely there, too. That was the 36. And then Trevor onto the outside here. Oh, yeah, that is what happened. He just kind of got real close to Kelsey and tried to move out of the way and lost control.
Yeah, he tried to keep it off Kelsey and ended up snapping loose on him, and he turned it back away from him to avoid hitting him. And Bun down the inside done a good job of not really collecting anything there.
Yeah, my dog, he likes to put his 2 cents in all the time.
Shut up, Rusty. I guess that's your dog's name.
That's one of the 4.
Pixie. Your brother's out there taking guesses as to who it is.
No, that was actually Rusty. I've got Rusty, Pixie, and Freckles. And then I've got a good-sized dog outside. He comes in every once in a while. Yeah, we believe he may be deaf. So he's a little on the aggressive side. He can't hear. So, all right. Well, who are we gonna victimize here tonight as an interview? I don't know who I want to pick. Curtis Lauer. Is Curtis in chat?
Who do we want?
Well, I was wanting to see if Curtis Lowers was in here, but I don't see him.
I do not see Curtis, but let me give a quick damage report.
All right. Well, I don't see Curtis Lowers here, and Boy, iRacing is having some issues here, folks. I do not know what's going on, but it is jumping all get out. Well, how about we do the... I can find him here. WFO Terry Mason here in that number 75. Terry Mason. There he is. Terry Mason, Josh from the booth real quick. Got a copy.
Got you loud and clear, buddy. How you doing?
Doing all right. How about yourself, man? How's the racing going for you down there?
Man, I'm out here having a blast. I'm enjoying racing with these guys down here.
Well, currently running 12th, man. Right now, the guy to beat has been PJ Popham. Do you have what it takes to make some moves on these guys here coming to the end of the stage 2 here in about 4 laps?
Yeah, we're going to try to get some stage points, but the big priority is just to make sure we don't put the car in any situations where we get any damage. We just want to be there at the end of the race.
All right, Terry. Well, I'm not going to keep you up here. Y'all's 2x2 going to be ready to go green flag racing here, man. Good luck, bud.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I picked on Terry. We've got a...
No Julio's comments this week.
No what comments this week?
No Julio's comments this week. His sponsor from last week, Julio's.
Oh yeah, we know. Well, we won't go there. All right, get him going here.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna have, looks like 3 laps to the finish here, and it looks like the number 25 is gonna get on the loud pedal. He is away. Oh, 23 gets turned.
Oh, and it just collected a bunch of them. Matt, a skipper. Oh no. Well, this happened on the start of the race here, folks. On the restart, we're actually going to go down here on a chase view here on Matt Skipper. Not pit exit, not, I want that one. There we go. All right. The start of the restart here, that will end the stage, and it looks like Dakota Reeder will be your stage winner. And Dakota was on the gas, and the 23, oh, the 23 just lost it. And it collected, oh, the 75 involved in that. The 75 of Terry Mason. And you know, the thing about it is, I just interviewed Terry. All right, well, Dakota Reeder will take the stage 2 win, I do believe. We'll get correct confirmation from Robbie. Yeah, that's the MaxSpeedTV curse, unfortunately. Sorry, Terry. Didn't mean it.
What clarification do you need from Robbie?
That will end the stage.
Yes, that is the end of the stage.
Dakota Reeder will take stage 2 win here, folks. Because he was out front when that caution happened. So now Dakota Reeder, is he in chat? Yeah, he is actually. Right. Bring him down here real quick. Dakota, got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, a stage 2 win here for you, bud. Probably not the way you wanted to do it, but I'm sure you'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I honestly thought there was going to be a lot more people that were staying out there. What I saw was kind of like the only one that, I think one took 2, maybe 1. There was another one that stayed out. But, you know, controlling the start's important there, I think, when you're on those old tires. It's so easy to spin them. But, yeah, I'll take it for sure. That was an awesome, I guess, little moral victory in the race.
Well, you know, the old tires, we see kind of what old tires can do. And that's kind of what happens. Now that did end the stage. Now y'all's going to be coming back around. Y'all's going to be starting the final stint of the race here. Roughly about 77, 78 laps. I'm going to say 77 laps to the end. Is going to have to pit at least one more time. I don't think y'all can go 77 laps on a tank of gas. If you can, tires are going to be a factor, but I don't think your fuel is going to play a big factor in that. Now you got a game plan?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those deals where, you know, if you're in it, I think it changes your strategy a little bit. Obviously, I'm in the back of the pack a little bit now. I'm kind of midway through, so my strategy, I think, is going to be a little bit different from what happens ahead here, but me and my teammate, my KPR teammate, Dustin Kleba, we have a little strategy here going, so we'll see if it works. Hopefully we can get one of us in victory lane, represent well for KPR Motorsports, and yeah, bring home a victory.
All right, Dakota, well, congratulations on Stage 2 victory here tonight. Man, go get them. Still a lot of laps left to go, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, well, Robbie is still doing some adminning stuff here. Terry Mason taking his car behind the wall. Man, I hate it for Terry. Man. Well, PJ Popham back up front here. Wesley Holland in second, Zach Lindgren third, Jared Vachon fourth, Dustin Kleba in fifth. That is your top five. Kelsey Rogers, Bradley Wilson, Clayton Kurtz, James McKee, Spence Thompson will round out your top 10 in that order. Yeah, that's usually what happens when we interview somebody here on MaxSpeedTV. They end up wrecking afterwards. And that's why we don't like interviewing people. But we do. We still do. So it has struck again, unfortunately. And, man, hate it for Terry. I really do.
I got a fun thing I got to fix. So I'm going to be quiet here for a minute. So if y'all need me, I'm here. I'm just quiet for a minute. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Robbie is going to be quiet, but he is still going to be here. Robbie can still hear me. So, all right, folks. Well, lights are off on the pace car. Coming to 62, lap 62 here. They will be getting the green flag back out. We will be back underway here for the NMNTS BA Graphics Cup Series Quaker State 400 presented by Advanced Auto Parts at Kentucky, brought to you by MaxSpeedTV here on YouTube. Yeah, we won't go back there. No, please don't go back there. And I don't know what is going on here. I do believe that iRacing lobby is kind of jacked up a little bit, but all right, pace car is off. PJ on the loud pedal. And we are back underway here at Kentucky. Wesley Holland, Zach Lindgren side by side for second. Zach gonna take that position away from Wesley. Wesley goes in to third. And Dustin Kleba back here. Ooh, people getting loose.
I do not want to know what Jeremy's talking about over there.
You don't either. We were, oh, contact at 36 in the 8.
Yeah.
I seen out of the corner of my eye there. Well, Kelsey Rogers is He has been in the wrong spot at the wrong time most of the race here tonight.
And some tough predicaments, but I tell you, if he can ever make it to the end of one of these races, he'll have a good solid finish, if not be competing for the win.
Well, it looks like the 8 of James McKee coming up on Bradley Wilson. James going to go onto the inside of Bradley. Bradley taking the high line. James taking the low line. 2 by 1 by 2 by 1 by 1.
Say that a bunch of times fast.
Well, they wasn't 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, so, you know. And there you go. That's what it was about. I just seen these guys go 3 wide back here. I need to catch up with this pack of cars here. I believe Dakota Reeder. No, not Dakota Reeder. Kelsey Rogers was up in this mess here. Oh, yeah, a bunch of group of cars right here. Clayton Kurtz, Spence Thompson, Kelsey Rogers, Anthony C., Bradley Wilson. They're all right here together, bunched up.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting. You know, now we're in that final stage of the race. You know, they can't make it on fuel, so they're going to have a pit stop unless we have a caution with, you know, within the next like 10 or so laps. Then they can make it from there. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yes, it is. The 83, Bradley Wilson, to the outside of Clayton Kurtz, the 90 on the inside. 2 wide behind them. Are they going to go 3 wide? I don't know, but Spence Thompson, Kelsey Rogers, Anthony C., all right there together. The number 2 of Curtis Lowers going to put his Chevy 2 cents nonsense in there. 2 cents nonsense. I don't know what I'm talking about, folks.
I like that. Curtis 2 cents nonsense Lowers. I don't know if he'd like that.
Well, I don't know either, but he might be listening.
Well, he's not in team speed to defend himself, so.
Ah, okay. You got me cracking up laughing over here. Oh, man. Oh, man.
This is going to be interesting right here. You got the boss man with the champ battling each other here coming off of turn 2, the 83 and the 89 side by side. You know the 83 isn't going to give the 89 any room at all. He's going to make him earn every bit of this. But the question is, how hard is Spence? As I say that, Spence starts watching the track a little bit, and he answered my question for me before I could even say it.
Yeah, Spence Thompson, one of the veteran racers here for the NMNTS. Bradley Wilson, the boss man, the owner, the CEO, the whatever you want to call him here, just don't call him late for dinner. He is side by side with the veteran. Actually, if you I think you can call him late for dinner. I don't think he'd mind.
No, I don't think he'd care about that.
Bradley, if you're listening, pay attention to the race and not the voices on the screen. Anthony C. He has caught the back bumper of Bradley. Now side by side with the 89. The 89, though, on the low side. The 89 using up his... Oh, somebody into the wall back here.
25 got loose back there.
Ooh, the 25. Dakota Reeder. Oh, the 97 of... Was that the 97? Or the 27? 27, Trevor Harmon. No? That was the 97, wasn't it? Yeah, Mark Richter. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Mark Richter, the 97 Ice Machine. I barely see his numbers, but I understand he's got the blue numbers there and matches his car, so. And now he is.
That is a hard number to read.
Yeah. Sharp looking paint though.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know, it probably all took him of about 2 hours. It'd take me 4 days.
It's actually, believe it or not, it's actually not too hard to paint a car. It's just tedious. But once you do it a couple times, it's not that bad. I painted a couple of my own, but I can't do a lot of fancy stuff. Ooh, Clayton Kurtz in the wall in the backstretch.
Number 97, my brother says, is patriotic. Red, white, and blue. It does look like a patriotic paint scheme.
Yeah, old icy car.
Yeah, little old icy car. I call it ice. I don't call it icy. It's icy, but...
Makes me want a cookie.
Makes you want a cookie.
Yeah, it's a running joke between me and Bradley. Bradley calls me one day while I'm at work, and he's at work, but he's on his lunch break. And I asked him what he's doing. He's like, I'm at the mall. I'm like, why are you at the mall? He's like, because I want an icy and a cookie. I'm like, all right then.
Oh, you can get them both here in Fort Smith at the mall. Oh! Whoa!
Oh, Clayton, really? Oh, big
oh no! Number 2 into the David Heiza. Oh man! Well, we'll go back here and take a look here on the MaxSpeedTV replay here. And we were actually on Curtis Lowers when that happened, so we got every bit of it. Now we're going to see it another time here on the replay. Was there contact made, or did he just lose it?
No, he got tight on the outside, got into the outside wall, it looked like, and when he did, he bounced off in front of the 7-Eleven.
Oh, the 36 right there. David Heiza, nowhere to go. Not enough time to react. David gets into the 2 several times. Heavy damage on a Curtis Lowers machine. Boy, 3 times he hit him. He couldn't get off of him. You know, he's trying to get it down there, and he just could not get off of him. And David Heiza goes down the track. Man. Not what you want to see here, folks. 7-Eleven heavy damage. The number 2 of Curtis Lowers. Heavy damage as well. Everybody going to come down pit road. Everybody. It looks like it. EJ leading them down here. I don't think anybody's going to stay out.
No, tire fall off is so huge here. You know, plus also, I believe, let's see. Lap 77, they're coming in. It's 87, 97, 107. You're right on the edge of making it the rest of the way from here.
All right, Julian, I will be live Thursday night back here on MaxSpeedTV. Who's going to win it to the line? It'll be the number 1, barely. Looks like Matthew McMeekin. Oh, he just did a drive-through. I don't think Matthew McMeekin stopped.
I think he missed his pit stall.
All right. Well, Matthew McMeekin, the current leader here. PJ Popham did win the race out off of pit road between him and the rookie, one of the rookies here, Wesley Holland. Boy, Wesley having a fantastic race here tonight. He is in a 3rd currently. Now, if Matthew stays out, he will lead a lap here. I don't expect Wesley or Matthew to stay out here. No, he is coming down pit road.
Yeah, tough break for Matthew there. He's going to give up a lot of track position from where he currently was before this mistake.
All right, well, I'm not going to interview the next person because I did and Terry Rex, so I'm going to leave that up to you, Robbie.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get a word with one of our newcomers here, the 41 of Wesley Holland. That is the wrong channel I put him in. Wesley Holland, now that I got you in the right channel, it's Robbie Buckner, MaxSpeedTV booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going, buddy?
That had to be interesting for a second there.
Oh, that's all right, man. They were just calling my name out.
I tell you, brother, you had a solid debut last week at Daytona. Unfortunately, got wrapped up in an incident this week. Another solid run for you. What's it going to take to beat PJ Popham tonight?
Honestly, I don't know if I got too much for him on a shorter run. I was hoping they would stay green a little bit and see what we had to work with, but he's super fast, and I don't really know what's out there to beat him, other than maybe a long run. I might be able to get him.
Well, heck yeah, brother. I tell you, it's going to be exciting here. Looks like we're right on the fringe of being able to make it to the end of the race on fuel, so try and save some, maybe sneak one out on him here.
Hey, I'm going to do what I can, see if I can't put it in victory lane.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Best of luck to you the rest of the night, and we'll hopefully be talking to you at the end of this thing.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, well, we'll call it on Robbie this time if something happens, because the last time I interviewed somebody and, well, it didn't turn out pretty, so. MaxSpeedTV curse has struck here tonight. Of course, we say we don't have it, but it seems like every time we interview somebody, they end up either wrecking or getting into a wreck. Not necessarily causing it, but, you know, just at the wrong spot at the wrong time, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, PJ on rails Popham, and he's on rails tonight. 74 laps. He has a lead. Reader has led 3, and Glenn has led 1 lap. And we're going to be going green flag racing here on lap number 80. Coming to lap 80 here. Pace car is going to dive off here as it makes its way out of turn number 4. There it goes. PJ going to hold him back as long as he can, or as long as he decides to. He may wait for the green flag. No, he's not. He's on the loud pedal. Great restart by PJ. Great restart by the 41 of Wesley Holland. Dustin Kleba. Great restart by him as well in the number 6. The 85, Zach Lindgren. Trying to move up there. Oh, almost contact between the 6 and the 85.
Close.
That was close.
Extremely close, but I tell you, Zach got a heck of a run on that outside there through 1 and 2.
Yes, he did. Zach Lindgren now on the outside of the 41. Zach trying to look to go into second. He won't be able to do it right then as he comes up onto the back bumper of that 41 machine. Getting a little bit of draft off of him. You can get that here at Kentucky. Not much, but you can get a little draft. You lose it going into the corner, but onto the back stretch they go.
I tell you, though, where that draft gets you in trouble, though, is the older the tires get as you start running people down on older tires. That little extra speed will throw your corner off. Next thing you know, you overdrove the corner.
Oh, yes, it is. As they battle up front for second, a battle back here between the 8 of James McKee and the 18 of Jared Wishon. Jared taking that spot away from the 8. So we've got the 18, the 8. We've got a battle behind them. Spence Thompson.
Anthony C.
And Anthony C. Yeah, I was actually trying to look for his name there. Couldn't find it there for a moment. They go side by side. Spence, though, going to take that position. Oh, man, that was close. James McKee and Jared Wishon almost making contact.
Yeah, Jared Wishon went back-to-back last week, won both races at Daytona in the Trucks and the Cup Series. So it'll be interesting to see how he does tonight. Last night didn't go as planned for him, but he's sticking around in the top 10 right now. And, you know, as long as he's within shouting distance, he's still a contender.
Man, they get so close to that wall up there. They make me nervous.
Well, they've pretty much gotten rid of construction paper at this point. You're not even fitting that back between those guys. I tell you though, how about a shout out for Kelsey Rogers in that 36? It seems like he's been in bad spot after bad spot tonight, but he's able to keep that car clean, and he's running inside the top 10 here as we come to complete lap 84, start late 85.
Yes, he is. I was actually on the number 36 machine. You read my mind there, Robbie. I was on the 36 of Kelsey Rogers. He's having a heck of a run here tonight. Battle up in front of him between Anthony C. and Spence. You know, the more them two race, the more Kelsey's going to catch them. But the slightest mistake by either one of them drivers, and Kelsey will capitalize if he has time to react, depending on what happens. Hopefully nothing happens. But yeah. It is Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, the 89 and the 36 now side by side as they make their way into one. Man, this is a battle right here between them three. We're going to have to keep an eye on that 51, the 89, and the 36 as the laps wind down.
Makes you kind of wonder, with Spence kind of falling victim here the last couple laps, 2 or 3 cars have gotten around him. Is Spence trying to, has he got a sense that this thing's going to go clean and green to the end and he's just saving a little bit of fuel and a little bit of tire for the end of this thing? Or is he struggling that much with the handling tonight?
Are you saying that Spence has a 6th sense?
Well, I'm not going to say a 6, maybe like a 5th. But, you know.
Maybe like a 5th. So Spence, 5 cents Thompson, right?
Yeah, maybe 4 3/4.
4 3/4.
4 3/4.
Yeah. Well, Spence, one of the veterans here, man, a heck of a racer. You can learn a lot by just either watching Spence or following him. You know, a lot of the drivers out here, they look and see who's been in the longest, who's a good person to follow, kind of learn from. Spence is just one of the many in here. He is one of the many drivers that you can learn a lot from. He'll say he don't teach nobody, but I know that's a load of that.
No, he's not lying.
Well, just by watching him, you can learn. So technically, he's teaching somebody.
That's the only way you're going to learn from him. No, Spence is a good guy. He really is. He'll teach you anything you want to learn. But once you start getting too fast, the lessons start coming further and further between.
Spence with 5 cents doesn't want to put his 2 cents. That makes no sense. There's my brother there in chat picking on me.
Heck yeah.
Oh, man. Well, PJ, 85 laps he has led. He has got a whole lot of company, though. Wesley Holland giving him every bit of that. I believe he's in a Ford, yeah. Every bit of that Ford bumper there to that Chevy. We've got a Chevy, a Ford, and a Toyota. All 3 of the cars for the Gen 6 are right here together.
All 3 of the manufacturers
up
there in front battling it out. So it ought to be interesting here to see how it goes. But I tell you, we talked to the driver of the 41 right before we went green. He said he didn't think he had anything for PJ unless it went long run. Well, either PJ's toying with these guys or he lied to us during the interview, because it definitely looks like he has something for him now.
Wesley Holland, one of the newcomers here. I believe his first race was last week, and you know, he did everything right and everything just went wrong. I believe it was Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley. Yeah.
And then he comes in tonight here at Kentucky, running in second. We'll bring up his driver bar here real quick. He started 6th. So, you know, he just started just outside of the top 5. And he's been running up front most of the race. I believe there was one time he did a restart back there just outside the top 10, somewhere around the 12th place position. But he is back out up front here, currently running in second. Zach Lindgren in a third. Zach giving the pressure on the 41. Dustin Kleba, another newcomer here tonight in the number 6 machine. Ford. He's having a good run for his first race of this series here of the league. From what I understand, he's new as well. So,
yep, it's his debut tonight too.
Yep. We do have 5 drivers that are out of the race. Well, 4 drivers: Curtis Lowers, Matt Skipper, Jerry Glenn, and Terry Mason. Danny Flynn got him at 93 laps. I don't even believe he even started, though, did he? Or no, he did start. So
he was involved in the very first wreck of the day.
Yeah, that's right. So he is actually down 93 laps, now 94. But Danny Flynn is out of the race. Everybody did start. That was my bad. Everybody did start. Everybody did grid. And I believe everybody did qualify. I don't believe we had anybody that didn't qualify.
Nope, everybody qualified tonight. Everybody gridded. Unfortunately, several drivers' races ended at the end of lap 1. Ooh. 85 is all over the back bumper of the 41 of Wesley now, getting Wesley loose off the corners.
All right, well, we're going to go up here and get on Zach Lindgren. Zach giving the bumper to Wesley. I think he's trying to help push him.
trying to get him back up there to PJ, but it looks like PJ got loose off of 2, killed all of his momentum down the backstretch, and they're going to gain about a half a second on him as they go down in 3 and 4.
Lap 97 of 137, coming up to lap 98. PJ will lead his 93rd lap. 93rd lap. Woo! A lot of laps.
That's pretty much domination right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, he cannot be beaten tonight, folks. He will lead the most laps here. Zach Lindgren now looking to the inside of the 41 to take second. Zach trying to make it a twofer. Going to try to get around him and a PJ. Not going to happen here. Coming out of turn number 4 onto the front stretch tri-oval. Great run there by the 41. The 85, I believe, had to lift as he started to push up. Zach Lindgren now goes back into 3rd. He is not going to give up, though.
No. Zach Lindgren never says die.
Oh, going back into the field of ways, Travis Zudema in the number 91 machine. Currently running 12th. Bradley Wilson just ahead of him in 11th. Dakota Reeder in 10th, just inside the top 10. He's got Jared Washon in 9th up ahead of him. Kelsey Rogers in 8th. Anthony C. in 7th. Anthony C. and Spence Thompson there together. Spence running 6th. James McKee in 5th. Well, that'll pretty much round out the top 12. Mark Richter back here in 13th. Clayton Kurtz 14th. Matthew McMeek in 15th. Trevor Harmon 16th. And David Heiza will round out the top 17 drivers that are on the track. Tyson Palmquist and Craig Lerman are still on pit road. They have not officially taken their cars behind the wall, so they are still able to get out here and finish the race and not to get the all-elusive DNF.
Heck yeah. Sorry, I'm over here reading the chat. They're talking about microphones and stuff.
Yeah, my brother's wanting to get into iRacing and do some commentating. He likes it, and he said he might enjoy it. Well, we've cracked the 100 mark here. We're now on lap 102. iRacing, though, it can get rather expensive.
That's an understatement.
Okay, it can get overly expensive. Still an understatement?
About the only thing probably cheaper than doing iRacing is golf. And golf is an expensive hobby. I read a quote or a comment today.
I almost spit Dr. Pepper all over myself. Stop it.
I read a quote today on iRacing in one of the driver forums on Facebook. Somebody was asking about getting involved in iRacing and what it takes and what they need to do. And I think somebody summed it up a lot. Get ready to pay a lot of money to get really pissed off just about every night, but still come back every night because you enjoy it.
Pretty much. If I want to take me a nap, I'll watch golf. I cannot stand it.
I can play golf, but I can't watch golf.
Well, PJ Popham, it's pretty much his race right now. He's got a gap, though, on Wesley Holland. 0.6 of a second ahead of Wesley. Wesley has got a whole heck of a lot of company behind him. Zach Lindgren, Dustin Klebo right here together. You know, it's going to be a battle between second and third and fourth. I can assure you that. Unless PJ... Now, they have to pit one time, so this ain't over. Don't they? Or do you think they can make it?
They're going to be close. I have a feeling some people are going to try and run it out.
Okay.
Because when that last caution come out, it put them right at the cusp of making it. So with the caution laps and all, they may have just enough fuel to make it to the end. So it'll be interesting to see.
What, 0.1?
I think some people may have 1 lap extra fuel, and that's going to be about it. It's going to be close, but I think the question is, you know, right now, PJ Popham and Wesley Holland are running 32.8s and 32.7s. Qualified at a 38 and a 39. So we're talking almost 3 seconds of fall off in the tires.
Man.
Is it worth the risk pitting and trying to get the good out of the tires to win this?
Well, it depends, Robbie. Caution. Caution comes out now or within the next, say, 5 laps. I'd say pit. Go in, 4 tires, tack it off. Don't take a splash, tack it off. Get the fuel. Get back out here, and then you can run to the end no matter what happens. That would be my take. Say 10 to go. Well, really, oh, PJ coming down pit road.
Yep, PJ's going to try. PJ is going to. Don't do it, PJ. Ah, PJ.
Oh, PJ Popham losing it after coming down pit road or going to come down pit road. That is really going to hurt that #1 machine. 100 and
PJ's Achilles heel all season long.
Oh, man, 102 laps. Oh, no. Man, I feel bad for PJ. No. Man, I don't know what to say. James McKee on pit road. Zach Lindgren on pit road. PJ Popham is now going to come down pit road. Spence Thompson coming down pit road. I don't believe they can make it, Robbie.
I think it's a matter of really close on fuel and tire fall off.
Oh, 110, lap 110 of 137. Well, here in the next 7 laps, folks, we're going to be at the 20 to go mark. Make it 6. Dustin Kleba to 2nd. Anthony C. in 3rd. Spence Thompson, Zach Lindgren, James McKee, PJ Popham coming back out onto the track. All 4 of these drivers 1 lap down. David Heiss, the last driver, currently on the lead lap in the 13th position.
So proud.
Well, Wesley Holland up here. Now he's on older tires than what the what Zach, James, Spence, and PJ are on. How quickly can Zach, James, Spence, and PJ run Wesley and Dustin and them down?
Well, here's the problem that Wesley, Dustin, Anthony, Dakota, Jared Wishon, Bradley Wilson, Kelsey Rogers are in right now. This is the problem they have. If they're going to pit, they got to pit here soon. Because if they don't, they're going to lose way too much ground to these guys on new tires. So, yeah, they're a lap down right now, and they got to get their lap back and everything. But when if they decide to make a pit stop, they're going to lose all of that distance that they gain by staying out. So either you're making your bed and you're going to try and make this thing to the end on fuel, or you're running a high risk of not winning this race because you waited too late to pit and you lost way too much ground.
Do you think that clutching it around the corners in the position they're in right now would suffice enough fuel to make it another 22, 23 laps?
If you're looking at your fuel gauge, and right now your fuel gauge says that you have 24 laps to go on a tank of fuel, at this point you're rolling out of the throttle. Earlier, you're coasting all the way through the corner. You're not getting on the gas till you come out of the corner, and you're going to save as much fuel as you can. If you're within 5 laps to go and it starts saying that you have 5 laps to go, yeah, you're going to start clutching it and saving. But if you're 1 lap to the good right now, you just got to roll out of it and stay out of it as long as you can. Let it coast through the center, and then once it is fully coasted, then get back on it. And maybe, if possible, only run 85% throttle down the straightaway.
Man, it is going to be close. Coming to lap 117 here as Wesley Holland crosses the line. The next lap by, we will be officially at the 20 to go mark, folks. 20 to go next time by. Man, I don't know what to even talk about here now. James McKee and Zach Lindgren both are running down the number 6 of Dustin Kleba. Dustin right there, Zach right behind him. So they are coming around. They will get their lap back if they can get around Wesley. Now, I don't think they're going to fight him too much, but, you know, they are fighting for a win as well. They are a lap down, but I do believe with those fresher tires, Zach Lindgren, James McKee, and if Spence can catch and PJ pop them, they will make that pass on Wesley Holland.
We'll put it this way. Zach's going around Wesley right now. At the line, Wesley just ran a 33.026 to Zach's 31.926.
Whew, 19 to go. Man, that's quick.
Wesley, in my opinion, has made his bed and he's got to lay in it. He's got to hope he has enough fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, well, he has got to. Oh, no, he can't pit. No, I mean, you're 19 to go here, and 2 of the drivers are now on the lead, back on the lead lap, 2 of the 4, and you've got to. You have no choice. You have to stay out. You got to do everything you can to save fuel. Your tires probably shot. Oh well, what are you gonna do about it? You know.
So if you think math wise, right now, Zach's running 30. He ran a 31.8 on his last lap. The leader ran a 33.2. So that's what, 2.5 seconds?
Yes, roughly. Yep.
So at 2.5 seconds, that's 17 laps for them to catch him again. But you got to also figure in they're going to start wearing their tires out as well. They're not going to keep running 31-second laps. They're going to slow down to 32-second laps. So if he can maintain a 33-second lap and the other guys fall off, they won't catch him as long as he keeps fuel in the car.
Well, 17 to go, fixing to make it 16 as the 41 crosses the line. And now, track-wise, Wesley Holland is coming out of turn 2 right now. He is now on the backstretch. Zach Lindgren is coming out of turn 4 now.
So let's see here. Zach is at the line now.
Wesley's at the line now.
So it's not a lot of time that they've made up on Wesley. They gotta pick up a lot more ground. I think as long as Wesley doesn't run out of fuel, Wesley's got this. But he's got to not run out of fuel.
$14 laps to go. PJ Popham still trying to get back on the lead lap. Matthew McMeekin a lap down, making a pit stop. Everybody else out there probably has made their bed here at Kentucky.
Oh yeah, they made their bed. They're gonna have to lie in it at this point. The worst thing that could happen right now, and this is just my personal opinion, the absolute worst thing that could happen right now is a caution. Because if a caution comes out right now, we're looking at what, 15 cars on the lead lap. So for Zach and James and Spence, a caution would not be their friend.
Oh no, it would not. No, Zach Lindgren, James McKee, Spence Thompson all on the lead lap. Mark Richter. If we can go back to Mark, it'll change. I'm already on Mark.
Richter's actually on the verge of going down a lap.
Yes, he is. The leader, Wesley Holland, on his tail, as they are going to be coming to 11 to go here this time by. Well, what a run, though. I've got to give a shout-out to where shout-outs are due here, though. I really do. Wesley Holland, Dustin Kleba, Anthony C., Dakota Reeder, Kelsey Rogers, Bradley Wilson now up to 6th. Travis Zudema, a newcomer here as well, currently running 8th. A lot of the new drivers out here that came into tonight for their first time, man, they're out here, they're running strong. They may not like the track, but they're holding their own.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a good job tonight holding their own, competing with these guys. But I tell you that if we had a Goodies Headache Award and a Heartbreak Award, it's got to go to PJ Popham. Fuel strategy or not, with Wesley running his fuel strategy, it probably still wouldn't have worked out for PJ. But man, just heartbreak for PJ. Spinning out trying to get on the pit road.
Yeah, getting in and off of pit road. 9 to go here, folks. 9 to go.
Yeah, with 9 to go, Zach Lindgren is still 22.948 seconds behind our leader.
Man, oh man. Well, 9 laps to go. I do not know if there's enough laps there for Zach to catch him. Now, Zach's going to do everything he can to catch him, and he's going to burn up the tires trying. Now, 8 laps to go.
At this point, if you're Wesley, I mean, you are coasting. You're not hitting that accelerator unless you absolutely have to. Wesley's got a comfortable gap between himself and second place. He knows that he's got a good long way back to Zach and him, so he's definitely, at this point, if you don't need to be on the accelerator, you're not on it.
Save fuel. Save what's left of your tires if you have any tires left to save.
On fuel, and I mean, I literally ran out coming out of 4. So, you never know. It can happen. You can stretch it further than anyone else. But if you're somebody like Wesley, what do you have to lose? Wesley, newcomer to the league. He's got to win a race, and then he's got to get inside the top 16 just to be eligible to make the chase. So he's got nothing to lose. He's got to let it all hang out.
Man, oh man. Well, he is going to try everything he can. 5 laps to go here coming up. What a run Wesley Holland has put on since he elected to stay out after some mishaps there on pit road. We have been live here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Great racing. We go back and take a look here at the cautions count with 5 laps to go. 5 cautions for 18 laps. Now, they've had 2 stage cautions, so technically we've only had 3 laps. Well, one of the cautions in the stage, so technically it was 4, right?
Yes.
4 cautions. 1 stage caution. And then now we're going to be going to the end. 4 laps to go. 5 different lead changes here tonight. 5 different lead changes, 4 different leaders. Popham, Holland, Reeder, Glenn. 4 to go. Next flag, Will in the race. 3 to go, sorry. Whoops. I'm going a lap behind. 3 to go. Next flag, of course, folks, Will in the race. Whether it be a caution or be checkered.
So shout out to PJ Popham. Looks like PJ might actually get his lap back before the end of this race.
PJ Popham is coming up on the leader here. Gonna try his best to get around the 41 with 2 laps to go. All PJ's got to do is make the pass on the 41 before they cross the line for the checkered flag. And he will have a flat back there. So PJ gets back on the lead lap, currently in 15th. Well, Wesley Holland taking the white flag.
All Wesley's got to do is make it down the backstretch.
Down the back stretch. Into 3. Coming out of 4. Wesley Holland will win the NMNTS BA Graphics Cup Series here at Kentucky. Wow. What a strategy call by Wesley. And Dustin.
Wow, what a finish.
And Anthony C., I believe, also stayed out.
Yeah, your top 6 or top 7. No.
I believe it was
4 stayed out, then Zach, and then Jared and Bradley stayed out, and then James McKee.
We see Zach Lindgren was one of the guys who was a lap down, got his lap back.
Yep, Zach finished 16 seconds behind.
Yep. Wow. What a finish. We're going to get down here on Wesley's car here. Watch him burn it up here on MaxSpeedTV. His first victory here for the NMNTS BA Graphics Cup Series started last week, and he wins his first race this week. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to have the post-race show here coming up on MaxSpeedTV. We're going to get the top 3 up here, so do not go anywhere. Alrighty, folks, back alive here. I have caught up with the number 51 of Anthony C. We're going to talk about the call that he made to stay out. Anthony, man, got a copy?
I do.
Anthony, man, coming into tonight at Kentucky. Daytona last week, Kentucky this week. 1.5 a mile tri-oval top track, man. Talk about the racing down there, and talk about the pit calls there that were made. And of course, your pit strategy there at the end to not elect to come down.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Tire wear was a major factor in long runs. Eventually, start getting loose in the turns, and that last call, I was saving just a little bit, but I knew I was about 3 laps to the good. I don't know what everybody else is running and how well they had, but yeah, I saw that I was 2 laps to the good, so I decided just to stay out. Hopefully see the first 2 guys either run out or finish there and get a top 3 out of this.
Well, you did manage to get that top 3 here in that 51. Now, you know, it was an outstanding race, and now what do you think would it, in your opinion, of course, what it would have come down to here at the end? Fuel or tires, if everything had played out green flag all the way other than the stage cautions? What do you think it would have been, tires or fuel?
Honestly, I think both, because on that long run, I don't know how many laps I did on that long run, but I had to slow down really slow going into turns, and then coming out of the turns it was really loose. So I know if I didn't slow down because of the looseness of the car or the wear of the tires, I know I would have been running more fuel. So it's kind of a mixture of both of fuel and tires, because I know that the guys who had actually pitted, I think Zach was the first one and he finished 5th, so he actually made up a lot of time from being a lap down and then coming back and passing everybody and actually finishing 5th. So,
well, I'm gonna let Robbie ask you a few questions here, because I've pretty much asked all I've wanted to. But man, congratulations on 3rd and a good strategy call, Robbie.
Anthony, brother, good job tonight. I tell you that 51 TRM car was looking good out there tonight, brother. But I tell you, you talked about Zach lingering and then making the pit call that they did and coming in for tires. At any point when they started making their stops, did you start second guessing yourself on trying to run to the end there and think about possibly pitting, or did by the time that really crept up into your mind and became an option, it was too late?
That's kind of tough. Once I saw them pit, it was I was stuck with it. That's what I was just gonna do. I was just gonna keep going, and luckily there was no caution that came out, because that would have changed the whole entire situation. But once I saw that I was good on the fuel, I basically was just committed on just staying out and finishing wherever I would end up finishing.
Heck yeah, brother! I tell you though, great run tonight. Anybody out there you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely. All my teammates, NNTs, you guys, everybody watching, and my old rival Dustin, who finished second. We used to race in another league, and this is actually his first race in this series, and just want to congratulate him and Wesley also for winning the race. I think this is both of their first race in this league, so that's a good job on both of them.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, congratulations again on a solid third place finish, and look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys.
Anthony, thank you, man. Congratulations, third here tonight, man. I know you've got more shout outs and thanks, man. Mike's yours.
Yeah, definitely. All my teammates, NNTs, everybody watching, you guys, SimSpecs, guys for broadcasting, and everybody watching. Thank you guys if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't be as fun as it is. Even though it's still fun, it just makes it better that you guys are actually watching this race and seeing what we actually do.
All right, Anthony, man, we'll go celebrate third here tonight, man. We'll see you next week here back on MaxSpeedTV, bud. Go celebrate.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, all right. Well, that'll bring us up to Dustin Cleva here in a second. And I was supposed to have that paused. All right, Dustin Kleba, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, Dustin, man, what a run for you here tonight. I talked to you earlier on, before the race officially began. Man, what a run you put on here tonight in that number 6 machine. Talk about your racing, your strategy calls, man, just what fell into place for you here tonight to give yourself a top 3 and a podium finish for your first race of the league here and the series.
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, if someone would have told me that I would have been top 3 my first time out, I would have called you crazy and told you to go see a doctor. I mean, I had a blast. Honestly, one of the best leagues I've ever ran with. Everyone just races so clean. My main goal, like I said in the beginning, was just come out here, earn some respect. I hope I did that with some of these guys. Just a blast racing with you guys. But yeah, dude, I had no idea it was going to come down to fuel mileage. I hadn't done like a full fuel run at this track, so I didn't know how many laps I was going to get. So once that last caution came out, I was like, yeah, we should be pretty good. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put her in neutral, kill it, under caution here. You just never know. Then we were cruising along, and I think he was second and third place in front of me, dove down to pit road, and it was like the floodgates just opened in front of me. I was like, holy cow, we got ourselves a chance here. So, man, that whole last run, I was just staring at my fuel mileage, seeing if it was that whole time I was about a lap and a half to the good. I just tried to keep it there, and I was just praying Wesley in front of me was going to run out, but I think he did just as good of a job. So congrats to him. And yeah, overall, it was a fun race. I had a blast.
Well, Dustin, man, I don't know what your schedule is. Of course, we don't know that here on MaxSpeedTV. But maybe you can. Are you going to be full time here for the NMNTSB Graphics Cup Series?
You know, the start of the night, I would have told you no, but I think I'm gonna have to think about it here for a little bit.
Well, we hope to see you back out there on the track racing it up with these guys, because I am sure you have gained a lot of respect. I'm sure that we know and they know that you can hold your own and race very cleanly but aggressively. You race aggressively but cleanly. It can be done. And you proved it tonight. I'm going to give it to Robbie, because I know Robbie's probably got some questions for you. Robbie, man, Mike's yours, bud.
Well, Dustin, man, first of all, welcome to the series. Good to have you part of the series. Heck of a debut tonight. Can't probably ask for a little bit more, but not much more than what you had, could you?
Oh yeah, I mean maybe just one spot more might have been a little bit better, but no, it was great. Like I said before, had a blast running with everyone. Got a shout out to Jared. He's the one that actually got me in here, and I've been racing with Anthony. Finished third. Been racing with him for about a year and a half now. And still can't pronounce his last name. So no, it was fun.
Don't feel bad. We can't either. We call him Anthony C. So no worries there. You're not the only one there that can't pronounce it. I think the closest I've ever come to pronouncing is one night on a stream when I was pretty drunk, and that's just because you get a loose tongue at that moment. But I tell you though, man, for a debut run tonight, I tell you, looking at the pit strategy and the pit call there, and watching the leaders in front of you start pitting, knowing that you probably had about a lap to 2 laps of fuel to the good. Were you concerned that maybe staying out was going to be the wrong call and the guys on the new tires were going to be able to get back to you?
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, obviously, I wasn't concerned, but once it took quite a while for those guys on freshies to unlap themselves. So I figured after that we'd be okay. But with about 10 to go, I was like, all right, time to hammer down, run him down, try and catch Wesley, see if we can force him to running out of gas. But I mean, our tires were just so cooked. I couldn't do anything. So it was basically a hold on and survive after that.
Heck yeah, brother. I know it's coming out of 4 there on the final lap. Looked like you gave it one last shot to try and get to him, and kind of got crossed up on you there coming to the finish line. So I can only imagine the tires are pretty much shot completely on the car there at the end of that run. But from myself here, and the league, I'd like to say welcome to the league again, and congratulations on the top 2 finish. And got anybody out there you guys want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. First of all, I got to thank my KPR teammates, Tyson and Dakota. They both coached me through the whole race. Tyson kind of got caught up in that first wreck there, and he was able to kind of count me down laps there, and wouldn't be here without them too. And got to say hi to my sister. She's watching the stream. If she's still awake, it's past her bedtime. But yeah, thanks again to you guys for putting this on. This is awesome.
It's not a problem. I mean, you'll catch all the action here on MaxSpeedTV. But Dustin, man, what a run for you here tonight. Your debut here for the NMNTS. Man, go celebrate second here tonight. What a run. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, it was one heck of a run. A lot better than what I would do, I can assure you that.
Yeah, thanks, man. Had to do the number 6 proud for you.
Oh, yeah. That is my favorite number, so, All right, Dustin, man, we'll go celebrate second here tonight, but hopefully we'll see you next week back here on the track, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Well, that'll bring us to our winner here tonight. The one of the other rookies here. We really can't really call him a rookie because he didn't act like one tonight. The number 41 of Wesley Holland. Wesley, got a copy.
10-4, buddy.
Well, Wesley, first and foremost, congratulations. Okay, well, that too, but I'll let Robbie handle that one. Congratulations on a job well done. Your first victory here for the NMNTS with your second race. You're 1 for 1 here in the NMNTS, man. Talk about your racing out there, and yes, you lied to us.
Honestly, man, it was probably one of the best cup races I've ever driven on the sim so far. So that's a big high five to all them guys out there. They raced me clean, and there's a lot of good competitors out there. So I just want to thank all them guys out there. But yeah, the car was good, and I seen PJ pull off, and I didn't know if I was gonna pit or not, and I didn't know what to do at that point, and I just looked down at the fuel and started letting out real early, and somehow sputtered across the line, brought it home.
Well, you did manage to get it on to a victory lane here, man. That was one heck of a run for you. Now, talk about the strategy there at the end, though, because that really was going to play a factor in how the race, how you finish the race, of course, okay? How much fuel did you have, out of curiosity, when you crossed the line to take the checkered flag?
I think I was at like 0.02 or something like that. It was sputtering coming out of 4, and I looked back to see where Dustin was at, and I figured I had enough lengths on them to make it across the line, but I pulled the clutch in, and I even tried to do a burnout, and it sputtered around and did like a half a turn, and that's all I got out of it. So it was definitely dead empty. So.
Well, Robbie actually called that one, running out of gas out of turn 4, and basically that's what happened, Wesley, is you ran out of gas out of 4, but thank God it wasn't a bigger track other than Kentucky, because there would have been no way you'd have probably caught that line there, would you?
I probably would have never been able to save as much fuel as I did there on that last run at any other track besides maybe these little 1.5 miles.
All right, well, I'm going to turn the mic over here to Robbie here real quick. As one of the admins and race control here for the NMNTS, I'm sure he's got something for you. Robbie, mic's yours, bud.
Wesley, spoke to you before the start of the last stage, man. You said, I ain't got nothing for PJ. I can't run with him. And then you proceed to go out there at the beginning of that run and just beat on PJ's back bumper, man. Did you find something there, or did PJ just toy with y'all there?
Honestly, right there when we took that green flag, and right after I talked to you guys talking about it was going to be a fuel mileage race to the end, I looked down, like I said, at the fuel, and I knew I was going to have to run him hard, see what he was going to do. And then I started letting off. I definitely still didn't have enough for him on the long run like I thought I was going to, but I seen him, like I said, I seen him pull off, and I just started saving after that. I knew that was the only shot I was going to have at winning. I could have just came down pit road and stayed on his strategy, but he just ran away from me. So.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Honestly, though, man, it was a good run for you. I tell you, we were sitting up here and we were talking and watching the strategies play out, and one of the comments that I made was you guys had about 5 or 6 laps to decide whether or not you were going to pit once the leaders started pitting, because if you waited too much longer, they were going to get way out on you on the tire strategy, because there was about a 3-4 second fall off on the tires over the entire distance of a run. Had you pretty much made your mind up that you weren't pitting unless the caution come out, or did you kind of debate there for the 5 or 6 laps?
Honestly, that's what right after he pulled off, me and my teammate in the team speak, I told him, I said, I ain't pitting unless the caution comes out. So he stayed on the same strategy as me, and I mean, I was, like I said, that's the only choice I had was to stay out, and hopefully they didn't gain too much time on me. I was kind of scared about them tires being able to run us back down, but I kept looking at the relative, and it still showed him a lap down. So somehow we stayed out in front of him, and I think he unlapped himself right there at the end, but I thought he was going to make up a lot more ground than that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Tell you though, third race I've seen you run in the NMNTS series. Second top 2 finish, first win. So let's see, you're batting a first, a second, and I can't remember where you finished.
I don't know, I'm not good at math.
But a pretty good average finish for 3 races, brother.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, like I said, hats off to all you guys. You guys got a good league over here. It's solid. I mean, I've never ran in a league that's as solid as this one. There was definitely some competition out there, and I kind of screwed myself over there at the beginning. I somehow black screened when we were about to take the actual green flag of the race, and I drove it right into the fence on the backstretch because I didn't want to wreck nobody and be that guy. So I had a little bit of damage there, and pitted early, so I had to drive through the field. And those guys super respectful all the way through the field. And like I said, hats off to everybody here.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Anybody you want to give a shout out to though before we let you go celebrate your victory with your teammates?
Honestly, yeah, just my buddies over there at BBK Racing, a group of guys have been together for a long time now, and we honestly make each other better every time we get on the sim. So I'm happy to have those guys to race with on here, and of course all you guys here at NMMTS. You guys are awesome.
All right, Wesley, man. Well, congratulations on the win here tonight, bud. We're not going to keep you. Go celebrate your first victory here for the NMNTS Cup BA Graphics Cup Series. Man, we'll see you next week back here with these guys in the Cup cars, man. Go celebrate.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Uh-huh. Well, Robbie, that will do it for the racing.
Yeah, man.
We'll go down to the results here. We're going to go down here. We're going to get rid of that. All right. Well,
throw this away, throw that away.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, grabbing his first win here in only his second race of the league is Wesley Holland in that number 41 Amsoil machine. Congratulations, Wesley, on that call there. Justin Kleba, his first race of the league, gonna finish in second. What a call there to stay out with the Wesley. These guys will be 1 and 2. Anthony C. gonna be finishing third. Dakota Reeder in fourth. Zach Lindgren tried to pound his way back up front. Did manage to get on the lead lap, but unfortunately just fell a little short. He will finish in that fifth spot. Jared Washon gonna finish in sixth. Bradley Wilson cracking the top 10 here, just outside of the top 5. He'll be in 7th. James McKee in 8th. Travis Zudema in 9th. And Spence Thompson will round out the top 10.
11th place is going to be Trevor Harmon. 13th, Clayton Kurtz. 14th, David Heiza. And heartbreak, but a good rebound altogether for PJ Popham, as he's going to come home 14th. 15th is going to be Kelsey Rogers. 16th, 1 lap down is going to be Mark Richter. 17th, a lap down is going to be Matthew McMeekin. Curtis Lauer is going to come home with his 2 cents, 64 laps down in 18th. Matt Skipper is going to come home 73 laps behind the field in 19th. And Jerry Glenn finishes 78 laps down in 20th.
All right. Terry Mason going to be finishing in 21st, 80 laps down. Tyson Palmquist still down there in chat with his teammates, rooting them on. Tyson Palmquist going to finish in 23rd, 134 laps down. Craig Lerman in 23rd, 135 laps down. He'll finish in 22nd. And Danny Flynn will round out the field here tonight in 24th. Well, that will do it here for MaxSpeedTV and the NMNTSB Graphics Cup Series. I'm Joshua Medlock, Robbie Buckner in the booth with me. Robbie, it was nice having you back here in the booth, man.
Always, brother. Always. We'll do it again next week.
Yes, we will. Now, I'm not sure exactly where we are at next week, as I did not look at that schedule here, but let's see here. We are at New Hampshire next week, so that ought to be some good racing.
Yeah, should be good. I was about to say Indianapolis, but I forgot they changed Indianapolis this year. So Indianapolis is actually the first race of the chase.
All right, yes, it is. So we'll see you next week here, folks, back with the NMNTS BA Graphics Cup Series here on MaxSpeedTV. I'm Joshua Medlock, Robbie Buckner in the booth with me here tonight. So until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.